What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Elliott Delp, and today we're going to be talking about the 7.62 by 39 pistol build. Been a long time since I've done an AR-15 review, so I'm excited. Let's get right into it. So, like I said before the intro rolled, we're going to be doing a review of this 7.62 by 39 AR-15 pistol that we have here. So this was a home build by me. You just saw it if you've been keeping up with the channel on my spray paint video. This one I did spray paint. We're going to be talking about the components of this build, how it's performed so far. I've only had this thing for about a month and a half now. I think it premiered on my channel about a month, 2-3 weeks ago. I had a little bit of problems with it starting out. I think I've worked through those problems, and I just want to talk a little bit about it. Talk about my experiences, because it is a little different. It is the 7.62 by 39, so they're notorious for some problems. And I want to talk about some of the things I did to mitigate those problems coming out of the gate, and hopefully help some people out. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about it. First, I want to switch camera angles around so that you guys can see the pistol a little bit better, and can really see the components of it. So I'm going to switch camera angles where we're looking down on it. So here it is. This is the 7.62 by 39 pistol, and this pistol was done on a budget, to say the very least. It has a lot of high budget valued components on it. So let me start by talking about all these components. What we have is a Diamondback Firearms lower right here. Diamondback was kind enough to send this lower out to the channel for this video, so I really appreciate them. They do a great job at supporting my channel, and I really appreciate it. We also have a Diamondback Firearms rail and upper receiver. Those were not sent out to the channel. Those were purchased by me, as well as the barrel. Okay, so this barrel is a 10-inch pistol barrel, which is a pretty short little barrel. This is my first experience with a pistol. Well, first experience owning a pistol. So it was a little different, getting used to it. You gotta be careful not to put your hand out in front of the barrel, reaching up there, because I mean, it just feels so different. But it is a blast to shoot. Okay, we have an Expo Arms gas block in it. Okay, we have an Aero Precision bolt, and we have a Aim Surplus, actually, Aero Precision bolt carrier and an Aim Surplus bolt. So we'll pop that out here. It is their enhanced bolt, which I really recommend. So you can see it's a little dirty, but this is an Aero Precision bolt carrier and an Aim Surplus bolt. And what this is, it has a little bit longer firing pin, which really helps with the with shooting those hard primered 7.62 by 39 bullets. Okay, so I'd really recommend that. And also, just another big shout out to Aim Surplus for sending that out to the channel. Then we work our back here. We have a Shockwave blade. This is, I think, which one is this? This is their, I can't remember the blade, the number, but it is the Shockwave blade. It is the Shockwave blade, and it's a nice blade. The SB tactical stuff is what I usually prefer when running this pistol. That's just because it's more comfortable to use. But this one works well, and this is so much cheaper than the SB Tactical. This was like 40 bucks, I think it was, and the SB Tactical was just a hair more expensive, at sitting at like, oh, I don't know, I think it's 130. So it's a little bit more expensive. Alright, then back here we have your normal buffer. I didn't do anything heavy. I do know like H2s are used in 7.62 by 39 pistols pretty commonly. This is just a carbine. Okay, it runs fine with it. and I haven't had too many problems with it. We have a BCM, you can see the little star right there, haha, Gucci stuff. End plate right here because of the QD point. I love this. I think it's a great upgrade. It's not that expensive. I think it's worth the $20 or whatever you pay for it. And I know Expo Arms has like a cheaper version. So the lower parts kit, I use the CAC lower parts kit, mil-spec trigger and everything. I'm fine with the heavy trigger in this one. Okay, you need it to make sure these bullets go off. It's very important. I did have, out of the few hundred rounds I've shot out of it so far, I did have one hit and it didn't go off. But because I think that aim surplus bolt in there and firing pin performs a-okay. Alright, so I'm really attributing that. I wish I would have done a mag pull pistol grip, but this one's fine. Okay, so that really goes over the basics of the pistol, other than the gas system. I totally forgot to mention the gas system. This is a carbine length gas system. Didn't go with a pistol just because that's what the Diamondback Firearms barrel had when it was in stock, and then just your normal A2 flash hider. But really, that's all that's on this thing in terms of parts and whatnot. It does have, let me flip this thing over, a high ram red dot on it. That's just because it's something I had cheap that was laying around, and I wanted to see how well it could handle the 30 cal bullet, and it handled it pretty well. In terms of accuracy, this thing is the greatest. I've never shot really high quality ammunition through it. When I was at the range, we have basically shot all kinds of junk through this. We've shot Tula, Red Army, Wolf. We got one kind of brass, but I forgot what it was. It wasn't that great. I mean, it was $20 a box, but it wasn't great performance stuff. And at 50 yards, I could shoot like a group with the red dot that would fit in the palm of my hand. Okay, it's just it wasn't that great. It's not the best shooter in the whole entire world, but I don't think it's really supposed to be the best shooter in the whole entire world. I could definitely hit my target at 50 yards. I can hit still at 100 yards with the red dot, but the groups aren't the tightest in the world. And obviously, I mean, it's really not meant for that. It's a 10-inch pistol, you know. This is something like you carry around when you're like doing some like brush hog hunting or something like that. Something just nasty. This thing's a blast to have, and that's the real reason you get this thing, because it's fun. Okay, that is an awesome, fun shooting little pistol. Okay, that's why you get this. You don't get it for any other reason, and if you do, there's better choices out there. You get this because it's great. I definitely recommend it. I'm going to try to do a little pan of it so you guys can see it in full. But it is an awesome little pistol. I'm going to hopefully have more on it. But I really like the parts that I chose for it. I really stand by it, and I think personally, I think that I did a very good job in doing my part selection. Feel free to comment if you guys have any tips, things I should upgrade on it, things you'd like to see on it. Maybe put the can on it when I get the can. The can should be coming in soon. I'm not quite sure when it's going to get here, but it should be getting here soon. Maybe put the can on it and just see how it runs with that. I'm curious. I'm very curious. This thing, I really want to know what it's like suppressed. So, we'll see. But let me know in the comment section what you'd like to see on it, what you'd like to see me do with this thing, and whether or not you like these builds. So I think I want to switch back to the table, and oh, one last thing, magazines. This right here is a Duramag magazine from C Products Defense. This little 10-rounder right here, it's a trooper. I stand by this one. Also got a Duramag, I think it's 28 round. Magazines are super important. Make sure you get the good magazines. Duramag makes a good magazine, or I guess it's C Products. I'm not sure who owns what, but it says Duramag and C Product. Oh, it says Duramag and C Products, so you really can't go wrong there. 10 round, and I have a 28. So we're gonna switch back to the table, and I'm gonna wrap this video up. So let's do that. So I think that about does it for the video. I really appreciate every single one of you guys for watching. I hope you guys learned something about the 7.62 by 39 pistol, maybe helped you with your build a little bit. And if you did, I would recommend you leaving a like and a comment and subscribing. Tell me what you think of the build. Tell me if you'd like to see more builds on the channel. This will not be the last time you see this pistol. We'll probably try to do some crazy stuff with this as soon as ammo starts coming back into stock a little bit better. Maybe we'll try to do some long range shooting with it, or who knows what we're going to try to do with it. But usually this ammo is pretty cheap. Is that 30 caliber round? That's pretty cool. So hopefully we can do a little bit with it and have some good time with the channel. So I think that about does it. Please give it a like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. As always, take someone outdoors. Peace.